Hey kids, have you ever been out in public and then looked over and said, hey, is that so-and-so? Or had a brush with a celebrity or anybody famous? Well, tonight the assholes are going to discuss their personal experiences. Stay tuned.
This is United A-Holes, a video cast discussing cultural topics with no filter.
So, boys, you ever met anybody famous? Anyone?
Have you?
Nothing of major knowledge, but someone's got to have a good story here. This is a good topic. I know it is. What about you, Kendall? Do you got one?
I have actually had two encounters with famous people. One really, really good and one really, really bad. So I'll tell you the bad one first. And all the things that have been written about this guy, they're pretty much all true. So everybody, I think, pretty much knows that I'm from Halifax originally. And back in the day, I looked like something only a mother could love. And Guns N' Roses and Iron Maiden were playing at the Halifax Metro Center. So me and my best friend at the time, David Henwood, were walking down by the town clock. You guys know where the town clock is in Halifax?
Yeah.
It's a landmark.
I do.
And so we're coming down, and I'll set the scene. Hair, probably bleached white with black zebra stripes in it, about up to here, about halfway down my back.
Wait, hold it. You?
Yes.
Okay, I did not know at this point in your life.
Army,
We need a picture of
Navy
that.
surplus jacket on, red jeans with skulls and tarantulas on them, combat boots,
Was this around the time that you were a mall Santa?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Now we need two
Absolutely.
pictures.
Absolutely.
Do you have a picture of
And
you
so-
with said hairstyle?
There's one kicking around. I think.
You need to get it to me before this goes up.
I don't have it personally. I think an aunt and uncle have it in Nova
Get
Scotia.
down on it. Make it happen.
So we're walking down, and I smoked like a chimney back then too as well. And we're coming down by the clock, and out of the corner of my eye, I see two guys just standing there looking around, and one's got a video camera, and the other guy's just standing there, and they're just kind of talking, looking around. And I get maybe 3 feet away from them, and one guy breaks off from the other guy, and he comes over to him and he says, hey man, can I get a light from you? And I said, sure. So me and Dave are standing there, and at this point in time, I'm here and I'm giving him his light, and it's Isley fucking Stradlin from Guns N' Roses.
Right on.
And it's the second time that they played Halifax because they opened for the Cult not 6 months earlier.
Nice.
And so they're back again. And the guy on the video camera is Axl Rose. And it kicks in, and I go into instant fanboy, right? And I'm like, oh, are you guys going to have a good show tonight?
I love you so much. I love you so much. Get up your leg.
And
Welcome to the jungle.
Can I carry your things?
And Izzy has a synapse.
Get on
go off.
Santa's knee.
And he has a synapse, and he goes, okay, obviously this guy knows that, we're playing a gig tonight. He's probably going to the concert based on how, Dave and I looked. And he was cool. He was like, oh, yeah, man, yeah, hey, And Axl Rose at this point in time was that far away from him and couldn't even be bothered to fucking engage us in conversation or, acknowledge that we were fans, acknowledge that we were even, like, this is the second time that we would have seen them live.
Kenny was busy
And-
filming the
I was gonna-
beautiful
I
city
mean,
of
yeah.
Halifax.
Or, the girl changing in that room on the third floor.
I don't
It just
think.
really,
I don't
you
think.
know what I mean?
I don't think Axl Rose.
But Izzy was really, really cool. Took
That's
the
cool.
time to talk to us, and it's funny too because
So that's a 2-for-1 story. That's two people that's two famous people. That's a good fucking start.
but it's funny because later on in the gig or whatever, like Rose was just a fucking moron, like all through their concert, right? Like, you're not cheering loud enough. This is the second time we've been here and you still don't know who the fuck we are, right? And Sweet Child of Mine was just released as a single. Off
So
of
they
Welcome
hadn't
to
really
the Jungle.
They hadn't really broke yet then.
But
To the level that we know them as.
Yeah.
but you would think that,
Yeah, you would.
you're there talking, you're Izzy is there talking to us and everything like that, and you're right beside him, and you can't just turn around and go, "Hey man, how's it going?" or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Type of thing. Because Izzy actually, the light that I gave him, he gave to Axel, so that Axel could light a cigarette as well too.
Did you get your lighter back?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, that's not bad then.
But
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, so that was your bad one.
now, when I say another world, do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I do.
The soap opera.
Okay.
Okay.
You remember Another
I was
World?
going to ask. Yes.
I remember the name.
Remember the name. Back in the mid-70s, Another World was probably the reigning, that and All My Children Are Guiding Light.
Yeah.
Those were the big three soap operas.
Right.
And in Another World,
Were they all separate brands at the same time? Like ABC, NBC, and CBS kind of thing?
Probably.
Yeah,
I
those were-
have
I
a
think
sneaky
so.
suspicion that you're going to hear
Yeah.
after you make that comment.
Okay, thank you.
and in Another World, one of the shows centered around the Frame family. And they were, basically like Dynasty with the Carringtons and everything. And Another World was the Frame family. Well, when I was in grade, 4, 5, 6 or whatever, it was basically, you watched it because it was just on TV. Your grandmother watched it, so you watched it because it was on, And then it got to the point, like in grade 6, it was like you rushed home from school.
So I think this is the point where we need to make a statement that I'm going to say in my life, pre-85, a TV per household, a screen per household was the way it was.
Yes.
And the parents ruled the roost.
Pretty much.
You're very lucky. That's why Saturday morning cartoons were a big deal. Parents sleep in, kids get up, get the TV for 3 or 4 hours. And by noon, there was nothing on we wanted to watch anyway.
Right.
So it was a different time. Like kids now, I mean, between tablets and screens in the room and computers and phones.
You
and
just hoped that your parents liked the same primetime shows you did, like the
Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. Cheers.
Not to cut you off, but to put it in context, because some people may be like, "So go watch this. Watch
We're
your
setting
thing
the
somewhere
mood.
else."
We're going back in time.
Yeah.
or dimming the lights.
Yeah, I was in grade 6. I'm 52, soon to be 53. Spoiler alert! I'm not 20. Fuck.
I know, right?
Oh, man.
Well, sorry, ladies. I mean, but he looks damn good, right? I mean,
Hard fucking life.
I know.
God damn it! That's an end of the episode moment. We're not even done yet.
So everybody remembers who shot JR in Dallas. Like that was the big thing. Who shot JR?
Don't spoil it.
Well, Another
Some
World
people
had,
don't know
had,
it was his
had kind of a
sister-in-law.
moment like that where Willis Frame and another guy were fighting and everything, and the gun went off. And they did that on a Friday episode, and you had to wait until Monday in order to see who actually got shot.
Yeah, it was the window.
And it was crazy. Another World was just absolutely insane. Now, my parents separated when I was really, really, really young, even before grade 1. And my father was not around a lot. So the times that I actually got to spend with him when I was that young were like I just jumped at the opportunity. So 2 weeks after this whole Another World thing with the gunshot and everything went down, he calls the house and he says, "I'm doing a celebrity auction for the IWK." Because that was one of his many things that he did, was he was an auctioneer. It's a celebrity auction, and it's, I guess, the guy that plays Willis Frame on Another World. Do you want to come and hang out with me for the half day and evening and maybe like carry things out to me, and be involved in everything? And I said, Are you kidding me? I was on cloud 9. So I had this little turtleneck suit on, polyester suit and everything, you know, and I went out to this celebrity auction and met the actor that played Willis Frame, and he was Leon Russum.
Russum?
Russum.
Okay.
Leon Russum played Willis Frame. And I followed him around
For 26 years.
He was my Grateful
Constantly.
Dead.
He was my first, and I will be his last.
to the point where I even followed him into the bathroom. And his handler or bodyguard actually put his arm out and said, "No, you don't need to go in there." And,
Please stop trying
And
to
Leon
kiss.
He's trying to do a
actually
line of coke. Listen,
stopped him and said, "It's okay. Let the kid come in."
Let the
He
kid
was
watch.
he was awesome. And I asked him
You ever seen
every
one this big,
question on the face of the earth, you know, like what's going to happen
Get
with
in
this
here before I
character?
flash
What's
it.
going to happen with that character? And I was a legend in school for the next like 6 or 7 months because it would say he's dead. He's going to die in a car accident. What?
No,
he
I
doesn't
saw
even know
it.
how to drive. How is he going to die in a car accident, right? You know, I didn't take advantage of it. Like, I bet you $10 he dies in a car accident.
Oh, dude,
right?
you missed out on some money.
But well, I wasn't, you know, that
Corrupt at that point in
corrupted,
your life?
you know,
Okay, all right.
hardened at that point in time. But it was just so cool because for the longest time too, I had a picture that I don't have anymore that said, "To Kendall, love Leon, love you, and P.S. I love your suit."
Oh, nice.
And it was just a really, 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 really cool moment, you know. And you think about all these soap opera actors that have come and gone, especially during the soap's heyday, like in the 70s and, you know, in the 80s. And you think, you know, most of them, you go on IMDb and you think, you know, oh, they were in a soap, you know, and they stopped their character like in 82. Oh, they did something in 86. Oh, they did something in like 90, and that's it. So I was
career
always
actor.
curious, you know, how a guy could be that gracious and everything. You know, whatever happened to him, if he was still alive. And so I went on IMDb and Internet Movie Database. And I think all of us here have seen him in a movie as of 2018. The man is 78 years old now.
Still acting.
Still acting, has 117 movie credits. But here's the kicker. We've all seen him, even though we haven't seen him. He has had a reoccurring role in X-Files, Prison Break, Jericho, Star Trek. He's been in The Big Lebowski. Absolutely.
Like on screen.
Yes, on screen.
He's not like a voice actor or anything.
Did you see Did you see A Quiet Place?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know the old guy that saves his life by committing suicide by screaming?
Yeah.
That's Leon Russum.
Oh.
Frig right on.
Yeah.
Cool. So this is what retroactive fanboy looks like.
Yeah.